Mic check. Mic check. 1 2 1 2. Good day. Greetings. What's good, my dudes? Good day. Greetings. Mic check, salutations. What's good, what's good, what's good? Good eye, Bryce. Yes, good eye. Correct. Welcome in, welcome in. How's everybody doing? How's your Tuesday so far? What you been getting into? What's up, Lil Ken? How you doing, dude? How's the audio? Can you hear me alright? Is the white noise in the background too loud? I'm so grateful to be here. It's a good day. How was work? Water and all. Love it. Fantastic. Loud and clear. Groovy. Awesome. We're going to be playing with the cards tonight. As we do. It is Tarot Tuesday. Tarot Tuesday. All you can eat tacos for $12. That's a good deal. Taco Tuesday. Sounds solid. Do you have vegetarian, vegan tacos? Slow day though? That's nice. Good change of pace. Hey, if you can hear me clearly, would you mind clicking the screen a couple times? We're gonna get this energy moving. We're just getting started. Though I'm ready. I'm ready to flow. I want some more people to jump in here first. I see. Thank y'all for the shares. Thank you for the likes. Appreciate y'all being here. Little Cam, I see you. I'm doing very well. It's been a good day. Productive, playful. It's a river. It is a river. Tonight's Tarot Tuesday. We're going to be reading general readings for all 12 houses of the Zodiac. We begin with Aries, making all the way to Pisces. Calmer. Yeah, it didn't rain today, so it's not as loud. I'm excited to get started. Either way, regardless of how many people are here, whoever is meant to be here will be here. We're going to get started soon. It rained in Wisconsin. That's nice. It rains a lot here in the jungle. It like takes spurts. We're going to be playing with the Hermetic Tarot tonight, as well as the Goddess Power Oracle. We're going to begin with Aries, house number 1. Stoked to get started. Snowing where y'all are? Solid. Raining in Tennessee? Solid. It's springtime. Springtime. We're still in March. Just beginning. We're stoked to get started. We had a full moon yesterday. Aries season is full swing. The moon is still in Libra. Still technically full today. It's just peaked already. I'm excited for these readings. We're going to begin with Aries, house number 1. This is beginnings, individuality, initiation, the start of journeys. Happy New Year, happy full moon, happy eclipse, happy Aries season. We are here, we are stoked to get started. Do we have any Aries in the house? Either way, if you can hear me clearly and you're ready for these readings for the Collective Tarot Tuesday, beginning with house number 1, Aries, go ahead and drop me the sunflower emoji down there. We're about to get started. What's good, Ari? Good to see you, legend. Hope you're doing well. We are just getting started today with Tarot Tuesday. House number 1, just beginning. Aries, for you, my friends, any signs or synchronicities, words of wisdom, direction, messages, wherever you may have Aries in your chart, wherever your first house placement is, wherever your Mars is, Mars, the ruler of Aries, the god of war, here, what are we fighting for? What's the message? What's the word for house number 1? We are stoked to get started today. Right off the bat, we got some strong cards. We'll begin here with Hera, the queen of Greek mythology, wife of Zeus, alliance, representing connection and balance of relationships. Which is perfectly timed given that we have the Libra full moon above us. The sun is in Aries, and also the sun card here is in the root of the deck, Lord of the Fire of the World. We have 7 of Pentacles here in reverse, Lord of Success, unfulfilled. 7 of Pentacles in reverse, and the Ace of Swords here in the draw for the collective, Aries, house number 1, Lord of the roots of the powers of air. Welcome in, everybody. If you're just now getting here, we are currently reading for the collective. Today is Tarot Tuesday, and we are just beginning with Aries, the first house. And this is a strong indicator of our relationships and prioritizing our relationship with ourselves. With the sun card here in the root, this is you. We are all stars. We are all sons and daughters of the divine. We are all children of God, ultimately, not regarding some white guy, old man in the sky. No, it's about we are children of the universe, and we are here to step into our power and build our connections that promote this and complement this. With the Ace of Swords here, we're learning how to wield our strength and our words and our communication, our relationships. Swords is the element of air. Air is the element of communication, verbalization, as well as utilizing our words to create magic within our life. Because knowing that every time we speak, we are spelling our words into existence. There's a reason why when you write a word on a piece of paper, it's called spelling. When we speak, we are casting magic upon our life. So this is where it's so important to be positive and encouraging and essentially building allyship with everything, knowing that every aspect of our life is supporting us. Just like your seat is holding you up, just like Mother Earth is holding the foundation of your house, just like your breath is supporting your lungs and the blood is flowing through your body, we are here to recognize that we are cosmic and divine and stars, literally naturally. Our body is made of the same energy that the stars are, the sun is. With this Lord of Success unfulfilled here, reverse, I'm almost getting the opposite of this energy, as if they are successes being fulfilled, because we are learning how to communicate with clarity. The universe loves it when we speak with consciousness and awareness and intention. Yes, Jesus does love me, and you do too. So good. Indeed, Jesus loves each and every one of us. What an OG. And right now we are learning how to build our divine connections with the crew, ultimately. Just as the sun is in relationship and in allyship with all the other planets, and how we build these gravitational pulls and connections round and together. But that's a whole other conversation. That's pretty heady, and we'll save that for another time. But recognizing that, like, ultimately we are the center of our own solar system, our universe, and learning how to move forward from this individuality, but also being mindful of how we are all woven in together, and if we are better together ultimately, especially, yes, with Hera being here. Indeed. Groovy. Alright, strong energy to start. Love to see it for Aries. Not surprised. May we continue to learn how to shine our light unapologetically, just as the sun does. I just want to end on this note, like seeing the evolution in relationships. With the Lord of Success unfulfilled here in reverse, it could also potentially be indicating that maybe the relationship isn't ending, but you're overcoming problems together, or challenges, or situations, or obstacles. That's the energy I'm receiving from that pool as well, as we build and work together, especially beneath this full moon. So, I dig it, my dudes. If you like that reading, go ahead and drop me maybe 111 in the comments, or your favorite Aries emoji. We're stoked to get started tonight. We're flowing forward to house number 2. Today, we have Taurus. Taurus, house number 2, represents our values, our heart. Yes, indeed. We know that Taurus is ruled by the planet Venus, the planet of love, the planet of passion. But ultimately staying grounded in our core, in our heart space. Yes. Do we have any Taurus in the house today? Wherever you may have Taurus or Venus placements, whatever the message is for the collective, any guidance, any signs or synchronicities, we cut the deck, we clear the energy, we're soaked to see. Indeed. We draw 2 from the top of the tarot. We flip 1 card from the Goddess Power Oracle. We have some beautiful cards for Taurus today. House number 2. Let's start here. 3 of Cups, Lord of Abundance, right side up. We have the the Hermit here. The Hermit here, the Magus of the Voice of Light here, reverse in the draw for the collective. And the 10 of Pentacles here, the Lord of Wealth, also for the collective. In the root, reversed. And here, for the collective, for the collective, we have Spider-Woman, the Goddess of Co-Creation, for Taurus, house number 2. So we could see this on a surface level of perhaps there's an abundance and wealth on the horizon. And this could be taken in many directions. If you want to see it as coins coming your way, that's awesome. If you want to see it as a wealth of connection, a wealth of health, a wealth of spirit, enthusiasm, joy, and abundance of being, recognizing like how lucky we are to be here right now, like it all plays out accordingly. As we do one thing, we do all things, and it's so important to recognize that this is a frequency at the end of the day, and true wealth is health ultimately, though this is also health within the self, health within the heart, health within the soul, health, not just body health, though spirit health, mental health, emotional health, relational health. And this is seeing a shift of developing a deeper connection within, the Hermit here being in reverse, the Magus of the Voice of Light, learning how to tap into that eternal source, that wealth within, especially with the 10 of Pentacles here in the root, recognizing that it begins right here with our breath. And it appears this message is just for the real ones, because I don't think everybody's ready to receive this. Because it's a lot of responsibility leaning into our role as the co-creators of our life, and tapping into this abundance of energy that's always ever present. And it really does begin with stepping and standing in our values, our core beliefs, and our truths. That's what house number 2 represents at the end of the day. Learning how to cultivate, because this is our base nature, but we're taught to think otherwise because most of us are born into survival situations, survival mode, and our society does not help that at all. Though when we can move forward into this, I want to say mercurial energy, especially because all 3 of these cards are ruled by Mercury, this energy of winged feet. Yes. It's brevity, it's lightheartedness. This is the key to eternal life, ultimately. We're going to keep flowing. Taurus, that ain't for everybody, but I love that message, indeed. It's kind of heady, but it's groovy. We're here for it, indeed. Learning how to take radical responsibility for the roles in which we co-create our life, and learning how to step into our gifts, as well as strengthening quote-unquote weaknesses. Yes, stoked for this. Thank you, Taurus. We're going to keep it flowing today. 4, Gemini, house number 3. Excuse me. Yes. Gemini, house number 3. Ruled by Mercury, yes. Planet of communication, conversation. First air sign of the Zodiac, Gemini, mutable air for you tonight. Let's see what the message is for house number 3. Let's do this. Stellar. Great reading for the beginning of the new year. We have Yostre, number 13, the goddess of new beginnings here. The only one right side up on the table. Everybody else in reverse. We have the Queen of Swords here for the collective Gemini. Queen of the Thrones of Air. We have the Seven of Wands here, Lord of Valor, also reversed. And the Nine of Cups, Lord of Material Happiness, right around the corner, here in the root for you, my dudes. We're seeing a shift, learning how to view ourselves in this Queen of Swords energy. This is honestly a sense of badassery, taking shit from nobody and learning how to wield our sword to cut the heads off anything that is not in alignment. It's learning how to speak with our sword, our words, with clarity and intention, getting right to the point. This is warrior mentality to some degree, though it's ultimately as well, I'm receiving this energy of just cultivating one's power and not a need to impress or validate anything. It's just like valor is an energy of somebody who's a humble victor, somebody who's a good champion, and learning how to step into our power and know our gifts and recognize ourselves on this level, but not needing to show off, of course. And this is ultimately how we receive our rewards, reap the fruits of our labor. That's not why we do it, but that is what is rooted for us when we step into this. The Lord of Material Happiness, the Nine of Cups here in the root. Recognizing how we all have our personal power, and this is like, okay, asking the collective to reflect, like, what does it look like for you to be this Queen of Swords energy? And stepping into this. I feel like that's a very important energy to cultivate. That's like clearing of the throat chakra, speaking one's truth, staying in alignment with one's core values, beliefs. Indeed. I think that ultimately, this is one of the greatest challenges of life, because at times it can be difficult to speak our truth, simply because of what it is that we've been taught, or, fear of potentially hurting someone's feelings. Yeah. I gotta turn off this alarm really quickly. Nonetheless, yeah, learning how to speak one's truth is crucial and key, one of the greatest challenges ultimately, but there's a reason why it is the First Amendment freedom, learning to speak one's piece. We keep flowing. Gemini, we are learning. Thank you for this wisdom. Next we have house number 4, Cancer today, ruled by the moon, the house of the home, the first psychic sign of the Zodiac, cardinal water, Cancer for you today. wherever you may have a fourth house placement, wherever your moon sign is, for the collective. We're here for it. Gotta love it. We have the Three of Wands here, Lord of Established Strength. For the collective, Sun in Aries, which we currently have. In the root, we have the Nine of Swords here, for house number 4. Lord of Despair and Cruelty. And Queen of Cups, Queen of the Thrones of Water in reverse. Kuan Yin, the goddess of compassion here, for the collective. With the Queen of Cups here in reverse, I'm receiving an energy of learning how to trust one's intuition and one's emotions, and I'm getting a message of creating boundaries. With the Lord of Established Strength here, the Three of Wands in the root, alongside the Nine of Swords, Lord of Despair and Cruelty here in the draw, this is like learning how to basically create a barrier, a boundary to prevent the despair and the cruelty from altering or entering our space. Learning how to stay in our own energy. This is the Hermetic Tarot, Sammy. The Queen of Cups here represents our intuition, our feelings, our emotions, and honoring these. And it's really like, okay, what is causing pain and suffering in my life? Where am I experiencing these feelings? And where is it important for me to take action in these realms? Because I'm not just here to settle and just like accept this as a normal. No, I can stand for myself. And that's where Kuan Yin, the goddess of compassion, is reminding us, like, it's important to draw boundaries for ourselves. And that's a practice of showing self-love and self-compassion. It takes strength. It's not easy, especially when it's nothing that we've been taught and it's something that we're new to. It takes practice. But ultimately, it's important that we double down on this. And if something feels off, it's important to honor this, to take action on that, to make sure that we're not subjecting ourselves to that energy if we don't need to be. It's so necessary. And it takes courage, it takes balance, but the real question is, like, what is creating despair and cruelty within my home right now, whether that be our physical home or our home within, and learning how to make peace with that, either cut it out or move it entirely, remove it entirely. We're flowing, we're focused for the collective, an honest, general reading for house number 4. We keep this energy flowing tonight for house number 5, Leo. Sun, Moon, Ascendants. Leo, what's the message? Any guidance? Any clarity, signs, or synchronicities? House number 5 is romance, passion, inspiration, ego. This is the expression of one's light. House number 5. Let us see what the cards have for you tonight. Cut the deck. We clear the energy, we let it rest. Keep shuffling over here. Welcome in, y'all. Good evening, salutations, happy Tarot Tuesday. If you can hear me clearly, would you mind dropping your favorite flower emoji or just clicking the screen a couple times? Currently we are drawing for house number 5, Leo tonight. Stoked to get started, moving forward. This card is making many appearances tonight, and I think it's extra appropriate that it is the house of Leo. House number 5, we have Leo Sun here for the collective in the root right off the bat. Lord of the fire of the world. We have the universe here in reverse. For house number 5, the great ones of the night time. We have the 8 of Wands here. Lord of swiftness for the collective. The goddess for this message, we have Sophia, the goddess of divine wisdom here in reverse. Easier said than done, but this is really a message of learning how to trust oneself. This is strong Leo energy. I feel like a lot of Leos I've met are very self-secure. They just believe in themselves. And it's wild when you start to see yourself as the universe, as the star, the sun that you are, how swiftly, rapidly your life begins to change and how you can trust that divine wisdom that exists within you, learning how to tap into your personal connection, conversation, and communion with the cosmos, the universe, the world within and all around you. Ultimately, I believe this to be divine, divinity, learning how to connect to our personal divine aspects and embody these qualities. And we begin to take notes of these through how our soul speaks, what lights your heart on fire, and learning how to listen and tend to these. There's a reason why we feel these inspirations. It's important that we shine our light onto these aspects of our journey. When you look back on the end of your day, do you want to say, man, I wish I had done that? Or would you much rather, man, say, I'm so happy I at least gave it a try, even if it didn't necessarily play out the way you intended it? This is where the sun is also telling us to kind of take chances, to like not be hesitant in shining our light and expression. And this is really challenging, especially for those who maybe are a little bit more introverted or shy or nervous or whatever. But, you know, it's practice. Ultimately, confidence is a muscle, and it's learning how to develop this and exercise this on a consistent basis. And there's many ways which we can get out of our comfort zone and exercise our confidence and our expression. But we got to start somewhere. As Jake the dog says, the first step, sucking at something is the first step at sucking at something is the first step at getting good at something. I think that's a quote that I will continue to remember for the rest of my life. Third time's charm. Gotta love it. We're just learning. We're learning, and Leo, I think, is the embodiment. So, like, learning how to cultivate that, even if you don't have much Leo or fifth house in your chart. Learning how to express this in your own right and see yourself as a reflection of the sun, ultimately. Solid. House number 5, I'm stoked for this reading. We're going to keep this energy moving tonight with house number 6. We have next Virgo, Sun, Moon, Ascendants, moving forward. Virgo, just like Gemini, is ruled by Mercury, the planet of communication. Though as Gemini is communication with our words, Virgo is earth, it's body language, it's communicating with our energy. Yes, indeed. We have done Aries. The recording will be on my YouTube tomorrow, which you can then check in if you want to see the Aries read-in. Right now we're on house number 6, Virgo. Sun, Moon, Ascendants, wherever you have 6th house or Mercury placement. What's the message for the collective? We're flowing forward. 6th house is all about the work. If 5th house is about the desire and the romance, 6th house is the relationship work that we tend to on a consistent basis, what is required for us to actualize our desires. Oh yeah, we're flowing forward. I appreciate y'all being here. 6th house, let's do this. We're focused. What's the message this evening? We cut the deck, we clear it, we let it rest. We draw 2 from the top, we flip the deck upside down to show the root. Strong messages here for you, but first, water break. Don't forget to sip and hydrate. Cheers to each and every one of you for being here. Thank you. House number 6, just a moment. Honest words here, right now. The only card right side up we have is the 10 of Wands in the draw for house number 6, Lord of Oppression. We have the Judgment card, the Last Judgment, the Spirit of the Primal Fire here in the draw in reverse, and the Ace of Swords here in the root, also reversed. Lord of the Roots of the powers of air. The goddess for the collective today, we have Benzai 10, the goddess of beauty. There's a couple layers we can take this message. We'll start deep and then we'll work our way up. Society is oppressive, obviously. The society in which we have inherited exists on the basis of oppression, of stealing the power away from the people and forcing them to operate within a system that does not care about them. And we as a collective are undoing this, and this is the work that we are doing, especially those of you who are chilling in this room, resonating with this message. We're being reminded, especially with Benzai 10 here, how beauty is a way of undoing oppression, how beauty is rebellious. Yes. See, Every single instant, we have the opportunity to make a judgment, to make a choice, to make a decision, and we can move with intention or without intention. Learning how to wield our sword, our words, our strengths, and our gifts to cut through that which is toxic, that which is not beautiful, and removing it from the situation. Simply by being ourselves, being our radical, individual, genuine, raw self is beautiful. And this is one of the most radical, rebellious things we can do in a world that's attempting to convince you to be somebody that you're not. Telling you, you need to get this job, you need to go to this school, you need to do this, this, and that in order to be valued or a contributing member of society. Right now, we're undoing this on a collective level, and we're stepping into our individuality, and at the same time, we're honoring one another on a level that's more expansive than I've ever witnessed. And it's such a gift to be here with y'all, to sharpen our swords together, and to continue to stay focused on this mission and learning to see the beauty in the process of undoing all this Ten of Wands energy. The work is not to hold back, because ultimately, we're the only ones who can suppress or oppress ourselves, and we have the decisions to make, to express our freedom, our liberation to be ourselves and stand for what we believe to be right and true. Kapo, ula, kina, u. Thank you for the gift. And I wish y'all wise, sharp, clear, intentional judgments, decisions, because every single instant this life provides us this opportunity to choose. And that's what the real work is. Ultimately, we're not here to work for somebody else who doesn't necessarily care about us. We're here to work on ourselves toward the process of becoming our most real, true, authentic, genuine expression. And this is B-U-T. Sip on that. Groovy. House number 6, that's the real work. Gotta love it. Just confirming, encouraging to remind us the journey. What a lifelong gift. We're here for it. We keep flowing. Welcome in, everybody. We are moving forward with house number 7 tonight. Libra. House number 7. So if house number 6 is the work, house number 7 is the work that we do together. It is the relationship, whether it be our relationship with our work, our workplace, our co-workers, our relationship with our friends, our family, our lovers, our relationship with our pets, our relationship with our house, our relationship with the word relationship. Right now we just have a full moon in Libra, and this is house number 7. Ruled by Venus, for relationship is the root of love. Here, what's the message? Any guidance, any clarity, signs, or synchronicities for Libra suns, moons, ascendants, wherever you have 7th house or Venus placement. Let's do this. Solid. Right to it. I want to start here. Yuki-onna, the goddess of stillness for the collective. Number 52. This is collective. For house number 7, we're currently reading Tarot Tuesday, all 12 houses. If you want to check out the recording, if you're just now getting here, it'll be up on my YouTube tomorrow. You can subscribe over there. Right now we're on house number 7, Libra. Making our way to 12, Pisces. We'll get there in perfect time. Stillness is a valuable practice, experience. In a world that's constantly rushing and hurrying and doing, stillness is honestly rarities. It's a rarity. And it's so important to learn how to cultivate that stillness within. This is a daily endeavor. We have the Hierophant here, reversed for the collective in the draw. The Magus of the Eternal Gods. This is somebody who shows up on a consistent basis, somebody who has their daily journal, their daily meditation, their daily yoga practice. They make their meals, they're very intentional with what they're eating, what they're putting into their body, the recipes that they're curating, whether that be like concoctions for potions or the food that you eat and the elixirs that you drink. The Hierophant here reminds us this is a consistent, he's a masculine, magical individual. Masculinity is disciplined, it's consistency, it's having a step-by-step process and results that continuously occur. This is learning how to develop our rituals for our life. The Knight of Wands here in reverse. For Libra, Lord of Flame and Lightning, also reminding us of how this is important to start snapping to it. But while we do it, we carry stillness, we hold, we preserve, we protect, and we move from a space of stillness. Because the people who are good at what they do, they make it look easy, and that's because they're still within. Of course, it takes time. We have the Ten of Cups here, and the root right side up, Lord of Perfected Success. This is a lifelong process. Even the masters still train. And this is where it's so important to recognize that the journey never stops. The journey never stops. In fact, we're just beginning. And that's where it's so important to hold that personality, that mentality, that beginner's mind. We are just beginning. This is where we can stay fresh, stay open to growing, to evolving. But it's important that we do have our rituals, our consistent practices that we can commit to during the season that works for us. So right now we're being called to provide ourselves a moment to reflect, okay, what should I be drawing up for myself? Maybe I've been feeling called to start a daily meditation practice, and this is your sign to just breathe for 5 minutes when you first wake up, before you brush your teeth, or before you go and start work. Maybe this is your sign to start delving deeper into your relationship with your spiritual practice and cultivating your awareness of what works for you, because I believe that we all do it in our own way, and it's so important that we develop that language with the cosmos, with the universe, with the eternal gods within and all around us. So we can step into this Hierophant energy. And it's a constant ebb and flow. It's a balance. But the stillness is necessary. And we must prioritize that. Yes. Because the stillness is where the balance exists. And this is all what Libra is about. Libra, the scales. So, thank you, house number 7. I love this message. We're going to keep it flowing tonight. Cheers to you. And next we have house number 8, my Scorpio babes, out here today, ruled by Pluto, the house of death, marriage, transformation. 8th house, the house of darkness, the shadows, the depths, hobo circus. What's good, gorgeous? Scorpios in the house today for you. So, to see what the message is in store. Any guidance, any clarity, signs or synchronicities, words of wisdom, direction for house number 8 today. We have an extra card jumping in right there. 3 of Pentacles, Lord of Material Work. We're gonna shuffle over here, draw some more. Seems like we got a lot of Scorpios out here. 8th house. Wow, I love it. Good stuff. Strong cards. So as I mentioned, we had the 3 of Pentacles jump in while we were shuffling. Lord of Material Work here for the collective, 8th house today. We have the Hangman here in the draw. The Spirit of the Mighty Waters. Scorpio being fixed water. This is the depths, the stillness, the swamps, the brew. For you, my dudes, we have the Star, the Daughter of the Firmament. This is us, this is you. We have the 2 of Wands here in reverse for the collective. House number 8, Lord of Oppression, 10 of Wands. Yuki Onna, the Goddess of Stillness, makes another appearance, once again. This time she's in reverse. And so since I shuffled the deck, I wanted to see if there would be another goddess to deliver the message as well. We have Lisi, the Goddess of Revelations, here in reverse too. You're a star. You are a star. And it's so important that you see yourself as such. Like maybe it's time to see yourself from a fresh perspective, to look upside down for a second, and to see yourself as the world sees you again. The hangman reminding us that everything is perspective, and learning how to see ourselves as the star. And that's the work. It takes work to cultivate that essence and that energy, and that's a big balance of the stillness. And like I said, the professionals, they make it look easy because they practice all the time. They're still, even when they're doing amazing feats. And this is the real key. They know how to do. Lisi, the goddess of revelations, is reminding us that as we see ourselves as the star that we are, and we start to take the steps in this direction, the path reveals itself and all of the mystery begins to unfold. And as I was mentioning earlier, one of the most radical, rebellious things that we can do is stepping into our individuality, our uniquity, our raw, genuine aspects that make us the stars that we are. Learning how to see yourself as such, and learning how to take the steps in direction. But first, it is undoing and unlearning so many projections and patterns and beliefs and ideas that have been bestowed upon us that we haven't even necessarily recognized, and learning how to come to peace with them, see them, clear them, and undo these oppressive patterns, these limiting beliefs, ideas, ways of perceiving reality. This is what life is all about, and nobody said it would be easy, though it's necessary if we really are to do what we came here to do. So cheers to you. Thank you, Scorpio. I love you. I'm saying, in a world that's constantly telling you what to think, who to be, how to feel, being yourself is one of the most radical things you can do. Mahalo. My dude. House number 8. Always fun to play. We keep it flowing. Focus. Today. Sagittarius is house number 9 tonight. Ruled by Jupiter, the planet of expansion, the planet of divine wisdom, inspiration, ideas, miracles. Aha. Sagittarius. Immutable fire. Focused. Flowing. House number 9 tonight, wherever you have 9th house, whether you have Jupiter, if you have sun, moon, rising, Sag, here you are, my friends. We cut it, we clear it, we let it rest. No way, dude. That's wild. That's really wild. This is like a strong theme. I've clearly been shuffling, and Yukiona still is like, y'all. Still. 3 in a row. This time she's in reverse again. For the collective. And as I drew her, another goddess jumped in. We have Danu, the goddess of spring, the goddess of the garden, the goddess of assurance. Knowing that everything is happening organically and perfectly. Also reverse, telling us to trust the process. We have the Ace of Swords here. Lord of the roots of the powers of air and the draw. Another appearance tonight, some repetitive cards. We have the Five of Swords here, Lord of Defeat. And the 9 of Pentacles, Lord of Material Gain for Sagittarius, house number 9 tonight. Be still, my friend. It's already played out perfectly. You have no need to worry. Rest assured. The enemy is defeated. Pick up your sword and play your role, ultimately. You'd be foolish not to. You've been created for this reason and this purpose. The 9 of Pentacles. The material gain here is not the motivation, but it's just recognizing like the results of as we pick up our Ace of Swords. and we defeat all of these limiting beliefs, these ideas, these patterns that are attempting to obstruct our expansion. And instead of being defeated, because you can choose to take the L, or you can choose to learn, capital L, and you can choose to gain from the experience. And instead of feeling and mellowing and wallowing in a space of defeat and being a sore loser of sorts, we must take it on the chin and continue to move forward, ultimately. This isn't necessarily an easy thing to share or receive, but I think a lot of the times it's ourself who is afraid of our own personal power and learning how to step into and embrace our gifts. And I think a lot of that is undoing the projections of the limiting beliefs of other people, especially in our core upbringings. And so yes, rest assured, child, be still. I say once again, rest assured, be still. Put an end to all these worries, these fears, these doubts, reassuring that it's all playing out perfectly. Jupiter is like the king of the gods in Greek, Roman mythology. He's like reminding us that it's all playing out according to God's plan. I'm not entirely sure what Psalms 46:10 says, but maybe we'll look it up in a bit. But yeah, dude, trusting the process is crucial and key. And just knowing that it's important for you to show up and honor your role in this great Leela, this beautiful play that we call life. We all have a role to play. And of course we have our moments of being off stage and makeup change and restoration, and we also have our time to shine. And right now we're being reminded that we know when that is ultimately, and that's like really important to just continue to lean into it, because it's a lifelong journey and it doesn't stop. It doesn't stop. Yes, be still and know I am God. Absolutely. Absolutely. Groovy. Thank you, Sagittarius. What a beautiful reading. We're going to keep this energy moving tonight. And yes, we learn how to develop this within thyself as well. Be still and know that you are God. We keep flowing forward with house number 10, Capricorn, for my friends. Capricorn is the foundation, the legacy, the reputation. This is law, order, justice, governance. 10th house, wherever the energy may be today. Whatever you have in store, ruled by Saturn. Wherever you have Saturn or 10th house placements, maybe you have a Capricorn sun, moon, or ascendant. What's the message? We cut it. Clear it in that first. And if you hear me clearly, would you mind clicking the screen a couple times? We're at house number 10. I think we can make it to 10K likes, at least by the end of the live stream. We're going to keep it flowing this evening. Keep shuffling for house number 10. Do we have any Capricorns in the house today? Ooh. I was going to say, if it was Yukiona again, I love this. Strong energy for Cap today. Let's get right to it. Awesome. The Empress, number 3, the daughter of the mighty ones here in the root, the bottom of the deck. We have the Hierophant here, Magus of the eternal gods in the draw. The 7 of Pentacles here, Lord of success unfulfilled, Saturn in Taurus for the collective reversed, 7 of Pentacles. And here, the Morgan, the goddess of death and magic for the collective, jumps in as we're shuffling. You saw she fell to the floor. As I said, Capricorn is governance, law, justice, order. And I'm receiving a immense shift, I mean clearly right before our very eyes, in what's happening in the world around us. Regardless of whatever country you're in regards to governance, law, order, and justice, there's so much death, transformation happening for the collective on a worldly level. And also individually, we're learning how to reclaim our own personal power. We're learning how to step into our personal gifts. We're learning how to recognize who we are and why we are here, to see ourselves as the Empress, the one who is the ruler of our life and our will and our destiny. Learning how to also balance that by taking action. Yes, Ray, we are. We are currently at Capricorn, house number 10. We've got Aquarius, and we have Pisces. If you're just now getting here, you can catch the recording on my YouTube tomorrow. The Hierophant I spoke earlier when he made an appearance reminds us of daily disciplines, of consistent practices. And this is very strong Capricorn energy. It's divine masculine. It's having results on a step 1, 2, 3 process. And learning how to achieve success on a consistent basis by reclaiming our power and stepping into our gifts, by strengthening our weaknesses, by integrating our shadow aspects. And this is where the Seven of Pentacles, Lord of Success Unfulfilled, comes into play in reverse. Because ultimately it's like what we make it at the end of the day. Everything is what we make it. And this is what it means to be an alchemist. And this is where it can be a little bit of being Delulu is the Salulu. And this is where we have Saturn making its way out of Pisces into Aquarius. Excuse me, out of Aquarius into Pisces, pardon. Which is where it is currently in the Zodiac and the stars above us right now. And this is like very ironic because Capricorn is all about structure and firm, balance, groundedness. Pisces is all about the dream, like just going with the flow, like very adaptable, very much filling the container of its space. And so right now this Saturn energy is learning how to play that on our own way. That's where this Empress, the Hierophant energy, is reminding that you are the creator of your reality, and you get to put to death any patterns, programs, beliefs, projections, expectations, ideas, any aspects or experiences, any vibrations, energies, frequencies that are no longer in resonance with your greatness, with your Empress energy, putting that to rest and learning how to still utilize that energy to fuel the next chapter in your journey, the fire, because it's only a success unfulfilled if you deem it so. But as long as you're learning from the experience, you can take that shit and you can compost it, and that's how you create fertile soil, baby. Magic out here, Nature 101. Cheers. Thank you, Capricorn. We keep it flowing tonight. We keep it flowing tonight. Next, we have Aquarius, house number 11. If you like that Capricorn reading, would you mind dropping your favorite Capricorn emoji, whether that be the goat or maybe the Capricorn symbol or just the numbers 101, 10, 10, 10 out of 10. Capricorn for my friends. We keep it flowing. With house number 11, Aquarius, sun, moon, ascendants, wherever you may have 11th house placement. Uranus is the ruling planet of Aquarius, representing the collective. Aquarius is the water bearer, just as the sky holds the ocean. House number 11, we are focused, we're flowing. I see you, 101 out here, Aquarius. The way I like to think of it is Capricorn is the base, the dance floor. Aquarius is the people on the dance floor, dancing, moving together. Sometimes some people will be doing the same dance. Sometimes people will be doing their own dance. Sometimes people will be doing, as a complete collective or just as couples. It really depends on the dance floor as well. Talking about dancing, let's get to it. We got some strong energy here for Aquarius. We're going to start here in the root. We have the Lovers in reverse, house number 11. The card of Gemini, card number 6. We have the Seven of Swords here. Lord of Unstable Effort, Aquarius Moon, Seven of Swords. And the Fool, the Foolish Man, reverse for the collective in the draw, the Spirit of Ether. The Goddess, for the collective, Aquarius, we have Mnemosyne, the goddess of the past. Right now I'm seeing a completion of cycles on a collective level when it comes to relationships, when it comes to lovers, when it comes to either romantic love or love for thyself, learning how to remove patterns that are self-destructive or unstable. The Seven of Swords energy is what needs to go. Ultimately, learning how to step into new journeys, learning how to surrender and sacrifice the past in order to step into the future that is ready for us. And this is very Aquarian energy. It's very, I'm the creator, I can do what I wish. It doesn't matter how anybody feels about it. That's where Aquarius can sometimes be super airy-headed, where it's difficult to relate to, and sometimes they can be frustrating at that level. But sometimes that's like what's required of us. And right now I'm seeing a sense of harmony, of learning how to still being able to operate from that space. And that's what like a mastered Aquarian energy is. And that's what we're doing as we step into the Aquarian age, is everybody has the ability to love, and this is where we draw our power. The things that we love to do bring us our power, bring us our life, and it's so important that we commit to those things rather than those things that are unstable, that draw our power away, the things that we don't love to do. I mean, of course, sometimes we have to do things that we don't love to do, and that's important, to still keep our heart open and still learn how to at least like love ourselves, to be able to be here to do this thing right now that we have to do. And then right around the corner is this adventure energy. The Fool is initiation, it's beginning. Like whenever I see the Fool card, I like to think of characters like Finn the Human or Dora the Explorer or Winnie the Pooh. It's like somebody who's ready to go on a journey. And oftentimes when we're held onto the past and we're just like trying to force something that's not flowing, when we continue to commit to these unstable efforts, we obstruct ourselves from this opportunity of adventure, ultimately. And I just want to end on a quote from one of my favorite songs ever, and it's, "We are the lovers, we are the last of our kind, so keep your head up and know that we'll be all right." Yes, learning how to embrace life as our lover and learning how to love our life is our birthright, but in a world that's teaches us to fear, experience, and the journey, it's a challenge. It takes courage. And that's why love is in the heart, and there's a reason why that's called our core. Learning how to store our heart and grow from this space and expand our capacity to love our life. And anything that's pulling us out of that frequency, it needs to go, if I'm going to be honest. And that's where this card, like I said, it needs to go. We're going to keep it flowing with house number 11. Thank you, Aquarius. Aquarius, house number 11. What a solid message. If you like that, go ahead and drop 1111 down there in the comments so I know that you can hear me clearly and you like that reading. We got Pisces on the horizon. Last but not least, tonight, Sun, Moon, Ascendants, wherever you may be from our friends. Pisces is the house of the dreamers, the subconscious. Pisces is the space of the divine, that which cannot be defined or contained. Ruled by Neptune, the planet of the dreams, learning how to live lucidly and live the dream. For the collective this evening, Pisces, house number 12. Let's see what the message is. Wherever you have a 12th house placement, wherever you have a Neptune in your chart. Let's do this. Stellar. Strong cards, Pisces. I love to end it on this note. Let's start here. Once again, I think this is the second time tonight we've had the 10 of Cups in the root. This is Mars in Pisces, Lord of perfected success, for house number 12 tonight. We have the 8 of Swords here, Lord of shortened force, in the draw. We have the King of Wands here, Prince of the chariots of fire. In Brigid, the goddess of creation, the creative spark, number 8 here for the collective. Pisces, you're the only thing that's in your way. Just like we had the 7 of Swords, we also have the 8 of Swords, Lord of shortened force. This card needs to go. It's learning how to stop shortening our own force, learning how to stop stifling our own flame. King of Wands here is learning that this is a lifelong process of perfected success, a path of learning how to sustain our flame, but also shine light to our edge to the best that we can do. No need to play it sheepish or coy or shy. Right now we're learning how to stay focused in our role as the creator, recognizing that when we are playing from a space of operating from this shortened force energy, that's like not giving your all, that's like maybe giving some energy, even if it's like 99%, but even if you're giving some energy to like doubt or worry, like why hold back? Now this is like learning how to create that life of 110%. Like right now I'm getting some David Goggins energy. He's probably a strong king of wands. I don't know when his birthday is, but that's just like that showing up and being like powerful, fiery, like ready, stoked, lit, which isn't necessarily easy for a water sign, my Pisces friends. Though ultimately it's like learning how to then tend to what brings fire and life to you, and like allowing yourself to surrender into that, to find your edge, and then beginning to expand your expression and definition and exploration of this. Ultimately learning how to tap into your King of Wands energy, learning how to practice your own personal magic, learning how to shine your light unapologetically, shamelessly. It's a lifelong journey, but ultimately what time is better than now? Why need to put it on the back burner when you could put it right here front and center? As you continue to focus, it ain't easy, we're learning. We pick ourselves up as we move forward. I can relate, since I have such strong Pisces placements personally. 5 placements in Pisces: Sun, Mercury, Venus, South Node. I also have, I guess, 5th house for Pisces. But my Saturn in Aries is also in the 5th house with the rest of my Pisces placements. So, I get it, it ain't easy. But like being here with y'all really helps me, learning how to show up and shine on this platform, learning how to tap into these gifts so I can continue to embody that in my day-to-day outside of this experience is necessary and crucial. And that's what I'm saying, it's a perfected path in success. And we're learning. Get your head out of the clouds. Pisces. Live your dream lucidly. What a beautiful reading. Thank you, house number 12 tonight. If you like that reading, go ahead and drop me your favorite fish emoji down there, or whatever other Pisces emoji you might be digging. If you're just now getting here, you got here late, the recording of this is going to be up on my live stream, on my YouTube. The recording of this live stream will be up on my YouTube tomorrow, so you can go subscribe over there and find it if you'd like to witness it and catch the entirety. We're going to conclude this live stream, and then we're going to jump on once again for personal readings tonight. So if you'd like to receive a personal reading, you want to join us for that live stream, drop a follow over there, drop the notifications, we'll see you there. YouTube is linked in the bio. It is Zen the Alchemist, just like my TikTok, just like my Instagram, just like my website, zenthealchemist.com, just like my Zelle, zenthealchemist@gmail.com. If you want a reading tonight, you can jump into the queue right away. Otherwise, we'll see you in the next live stream. Such a vibe. Indeed. Take care of yourselves. I wish you nothing but the best. Stay groovy, and as always, Godspeed.